giggle train non-stop. Some are witty, some are punny. You might groan, but hey, well, I thought it was funny. So sip that cup, let's seize the day. With Lee's Coffee Chat, you're a laugh away.
Good morning, folks. The time is 9:59 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 27th of June, 2025. That, of course, is the 28th for my friends on the other side of the planet, my friends in Australia, my friends in Adelaide, my friends in Perth, my friends in the Gold Coast, my friends in Sydney, hello, Paul, and my friends in Melbourne, hello, Jody Roberts. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope you're doing great. My name is Lee. I'm the guy who started the group Well I Thought It Was Funny. And you, my friends, are you. And you folks are freaking amazing. How do I know? These groups are amazing. And I say groups because there's two of them, my friend. These groups are amazing only because of you. You know, a little over a year ago, April 23rd, I started a little group called Well I Thought It Was Funny because I wanted to share stuff that I thought was funny. And they just... sort of lingered there, had a few friends join, and I thought we were kind of funny. And then a couple months later, we were at 1,000 people, and I was shocked, and I had to get some more people in to help me. I got Gail Countaway in to help me. I got my friend John Kyle to help me, and I made them my admins and mods. And then as it went along, we started steamrolling. We got bigger and bigger and bigger, and I added more people. I added Mitch Laird. I added Dan Peterson. I added James Kyle. I added Sam Koshram. And we had a couple other people along the way. Some that stayed with us, some that left. All of them I still consider friends. And you know what happened, my friends? I woke up this morning and I saw something. I saw a little number on our main group. You know what the number was? 800,000 members, my friends. That's right. We hit 800,000 members just after midnight last night, my friends. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And you know what that makes us? And I say it every day. We are the funniest city on the internet. Population us, 800,000 plus of us. Funny people in a funny place. And we make a lot of people laugh, my friends. Literally hundreds of thousands of people a day. Thank you so very much for helping us hit this milestone. Maybe we're on our way to 1 million. I don't want to jinx us, although I don't believe in jinx. I know a lot of you do. But I gotta say, my friends, I am excited. And look at this. Look at that. I screwed up. I chose the wrong background image. I'm gonna pause this for a second, my friends. I'm not deleting any of this because I'm excited. But I'm gonna come right back after I get the right image up there. Sorry, folks. Be right back. Sorry about that delay. I've got about 3 or 4 copies of that video. Not copies of the video. 3 or 4 different versions of that short video that runs in the background. And apparently I chose the wrong one. I have to delete the garbage ones. And this one I still have to fix anyways. But this is better than invalid image. Sorry, folks. I'm not getting paid a lot for this. So it is kind of an amateur hour. I'm not getting paid anything. But I'm so glad you're all here. I really am. 800,000 is amazing. Heck, you know what? 1,000 was amazing when we had 1,000 people. So this just blows my mind in a good way. Thank you so very much for making us so awesome. And thanks for being awesome. Now I got a question for you. It's kind of a personal question. What are you doing today? What's happening in your life? What do you want to share about yourself? I would love to hear a little bit about you, about your days, about your life, anything you want to share, my friends. But it takes a little input from you. You have to leave a comment on the video for me to learn anything about you if you want to share. A lot of people are private. I totally get that. But I would love it if you had something you wanted to share about your day, about your life, something that you're proud of, something that you like, maybe your pets. I got some great pet pictures today, my friends. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to hear about your life, my friends. I'd like to build a sense of community here. I call us the funniest city on the internet. Let's make us the friendliest city on the internet too. I'd love for us to get a general feeling about each other. And if you want to share something that I can talk about tomorrow, that's definitely going to help, my friends. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing today. I'm not doing a lot today, my friends. Sorry. I don't have a lot going on today, but it's going to be a good day anyways. It's Friday. I got a little bit of running around to do. I'm going to be hanging out with a buddy of mine later on. And of course, working on this video, something I do every day. Now, I do have some input from some other folks. I asked yesterday about photos of your pets. I got some great photos of people's pets. I got some photos of my pets. We had a visitor yesterday. That's right. Wendy's friend Janice came over with her amazing dog, Kai, who's such a sweetheart. Kai and I are best buds. Love Kai. Kai loves me. Kai loves everybody, though. Came over. I got some pictures of Kai. I've got some pictures of my good buddy Paul's cat. He lives in Sydney, Australia. And, of course, I got some pictures of my cats. That's Thatcher and Morrisom. I didn't forget their names. I didn't know which one I was going to say first there. And I also have some absolutely beautiful photos from Gail Countaway, my co-admin on these groups. Gail Countaway's yard with her gardening, and it just looks gorgeous. And I got a photo, and I think it's an awesome photo of a Swainson hawk that I took a few days ago when I was going into work, the finale for the 2025 International Rotary Convention. It was a Swainson hawk just in the grass next to our staff entrance / the loading ramp for the Saddle Dome, the Scotiabank Saddle Dome, which is the home of the Calgary Flames NHL team. Just there on the grass, and he had caught lunch, a prairie dog, which is also known as a Richardson's ground squirrel. Not quite a gopher, because gophers are quite a bit bigger, and they're a marmot. These guys are much smaller. And it's our type of gopher that we have out here at West. I think it's a great photo. I'm going to show you that photo after I show you the photos of Kai, after I show you the photo of Navi, which is Paul, my buddy Paul's beautiful orange cat in Sydney. And, of course, those fantastic photos of Gail's yard. It looks gorgeous. They've been getting a bit of rain up there, so everything's green. Up there is Edmonton, Alberta, which is 300 kilometers north of me. I think it's about 167 miles. And we're still in the same province. Provinces are really big generally in Canada, much bigger than the average state. We're not talking about Texas or Alaska, of course. Of course, we have provinces as big as Texas. So, anyways, just talking crazy talk. That's what I've got to share with you. And I'm going to bring that up right now. We're going to start off with, I'm going to do a slideshow, actually. And the slideshow is going to obscure my face. But you know what? I'm okay with that because these photos are better than I am pretty. So I'm going to bring it up, and we're going to start with Kai. I love Kai. She's such a sweetheart. So I'll talk you through here. This is Kai. She just come to the door, and this is me petting her. I told you we're best buds. And there she is. Look at her. She's such a cutie, and she's a sweetheart. She is a rescue from Saskatchewan, which is the province just to the east of Alberta. And I believe she was found on a reserve, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But she is just got the greatest attitude. She loves everybody. And then our next one up, this is Navi. Now, this is a picture from my friend Paul. Navi, of course, named after that, your guide in, I think it's Link or Zelda, or probably the same. And what a good-looking kitty. Great photo. Thank you very much, Paul, for sharing that. I know that's a screenshot, but I still appreciate it, man. Look at that. He's cleaning his beans. Oh, absolutely love that. Now, the next one here, this is my boy, Morrison. He's such a handsome boy. Now, I think the question here was, what are you doing on the counter? What a good-looking boy. Next one is going to be my little girl, Thatcher. There she is doing her Superman pose or Supergirl pose or whoever, flying superhero pose. She's a sweetheart. She follows me around like a shadow almost. Like she's with me all the time. Well, right now she's sleeping somewhere. I am her favorite human, although she loves Wendy too. And now the next one here, the next shots here are going to be shots from Gail Countaway's yard and garden. Let me bring these up here. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Look how green that is too. A nice sunset there. Just caught a little bit of the sun dipping down behind the houses across the street. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. Absolutely gorgeous, Gail. Thank you so very much for sharing that, or these photos. It's great. Thank you to Paul. Thanks to Janice for bringing Kai over last night. You know I love her. I just absolutely love Kai. And of course I love my boy and girl, Morrison and Thatcher. Just absolutely love them. I think you folks know by now that I love animals. And oh, one more shot. Sorry, I almost forgot. We had 4 shots from Gail's yard. Yes, that's right. I forgot. And then one more. There we go. There's my little little friend there, Kai. Thank you very much for watching that, folks. I just wanted to share some of the photos that we've got in that. Oh, and I'm going to share that photo of a Swainson hawk. Now, he does have a prairie dog in his talons. You don't really see much of that. There's no blood or anything. But if you are a little sensitive or whatever, maybe you might want to skip this one. Close your eyes. You'll hear me when I'm done. But I'm going to bring it up right now. There we go. I think it's a great photo. I wish I had my SLR with me, but I don't bring my SLR to work. Big fancy camera. And I want to say thanks to my friend Howard Wong, who's the one who actually noticed the bird there and drew my attention to it right away. A great opportunity for a photo. What an amazing image. Now, that is a Swainson hawk. Swainson's hawk. There's an apostrophe S at the end. And they summer here in Alberta, but they spend about half of the year, maybe a little over half of the year in South America. So he or she is a summer visitor, and they come here to breed, I believe. So, yeah, pretty amazing. I thought that was a great opportunity. Picture's gone if you're just listening and you don't want to look at it, but I hope you do take a look at it. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful raptor. Just unbelievable. And what an opportunity that shot. That was just walking into work right next to our the loading ramp for the Scotiabank Saddle Dome, which is our NHL arena, folks. Great big concrete building and just a little bit of grass to the side there. I was so glad to have the opportunity to grab that shot. So those are some things I wanted to share with you, and some things from Gail and that. And, you know, Rose Glad commented on yesterday's video. Yesterday was a painting day, and she was painting flowers. And she says that flowers are a bit of a tricky one for her, so I expect it's going to look great, Rose. What you find tricky would probably I'd find almost impossible. Really appreciate your artwork, Rose. Looking forward to seeing that if you decide you want to share it with us. Thank you for sharing the fact that you're painting, though. We really appreciate it. Thank you to anyone and everyone who wants to share anything about their life. We want to hear about it, folks. Like I said, we want to build a sense of community. Why don't you take a moment and leave a quick comment on this video? I have a couple of posts today that made me laugh this morning. Actually, they made me laugh yesterday, and I set them aside for today. These are both names that you've heard. Yes, I have shared posts from these folks before. I'm not playing favorites. Some people post a lot, and that stuff floats to the top. It happens. And it just happens to be good. Really funny stuff. I've got a post from my friend Corey Buckner, and I've got a post from Michelle Finnerty. Like I said, you should recognize these names, especially Michelle. Michelle's our top poster all the time, my friends. And Corey is in the top 3 or 4 of our posters, and I've known Corey for a long time, too. So let me bring up Corey's post first, just because C comes before M in the alphabet. And, you know, C is for cookie, eh? Did you know that? Sorry. All right, Corey, I'm bringing this up. I'm just going to say Van Gogh. If you don't understand this, look up Van Gogh, Vangoh, I believe, and ear, and then figure it out for yourself. Sorry. All right, Corey, thank you very much. It is a perfect mug. And the next one is from Michelle Finnerty, bringing this up. Hey, you know why am I sharing these? Because they made me laugh, my friends. I grew up in the 70s. There's a lot of mahogany and teak. Sorry, folks. Spilled my coffee while I had that up in front of me, so that's why I put these images in front of me. I have a chance to spill coffee all over myself while you're not looking. Thank you very much, Corey. Thank you very much, Michelle. Both of these posts were hilarious, and they made me laugh, and that's why they're shared. And that's how you'll get your post shared, my friends. Just make me laugh, or anyone else. Just make the world laugh with your post. Post your funny stuff, and there's a chance that maybe tomorrow I will share your post. Now, where are we in this crazy video? Now, I started off this video by telling you folks what time it was on my side of the planet, and I told you what the date was on my side of the planet. And I also told you what the date was on the other side of the planet for those folks in Australia. You know, like my friend Paul in Sydney, like those folks in the Gold Coast, like those folks in, oh, let's get right to it, Melbourne, and everybody else in Melbourne. I told you the time it was here, there, and the date here and there. And then we talked about our days. I told you that I didn't have a lot going on today. I'm going to be visiting a friend. Then we shared, I shared some photos of Kai, the sweetheart that came over to visit us with her owner and Wendy's friend, and my friend too, Janice. Love Kai so much. She's such a good girl. And then I shared photos of Navi, a photo of Navi, my buddy Paul's cat, and Orange Cat, OC. And then I shared a couple of photos of my boy and girl, Morrison and Thatcher. Cats, I don't have any kids. We don't have any kids. And then I shared some amazing photos from Gail Countaway's yard. Thank you so much, Gail. I mean, your yard looks fantastic, and I'm sure this weather's been helping. I mean, we would like warmer weather with less rain, but the yards sure do like that rain. The gardens sure do like the rain. And so that from there, then we shared a couple of posts, right? One from my buddy Corey, one from Michelle Finnerty. Two really funny people, friends. They make a lot of you laugh. Make me laugh all the time. So we did that, showed those posts. Thank you very much, both of you. Thank you to everybody for your funny posts. And that got us to here. And from here, after I clear my head a little bit, usually I just go right to the bad jokes. A man assaulted me with milk, butter, and cheese. How dare he? I was interviewing for a possible job in Montana when the interviewer asked me, what are my degrees in? And I told her, well, I'm from Canada, so Celsius. I told my wife that when I die, I hope it happens during sex, and she said, well, at least it'll be quick for you. What's green and has wheels? Grass. I lied about the wheels. What do sprinters eat before a race? Nothing. They fast. What's green and shaped like a wheel? A green wheel. Why do sharks swim in salt water? Because pepper water makes them sneeze. Why don't horses ever get divorced? Because they have stable relationships. I used to date a girl with a lazy eye. Turns out she was seeing somebody else the whole time. What's Forrest Gump's password? One Forrest One! Got a couple of those jokes from my friend David Knapp. That's right, Dave Knapp. They were two jokes from an email yesterday and the email on 2 days ago or something like that. Thanks, Dave. Really appreciate it. I really hope you know I'm sincere when I say that. I absolutely appreciate when you send in jokes. And then I also got a few jokes from the book Dad Jokes, the cheesy edition from @DadSaysJokes. That's the @ Dad Says Jokes. They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. And I also noticed I'm able to tag them on YouTube, so I guess they're on YouTube too. So they're on the social medias, my friend, and they're hilarious. Best joke books come from the @Dad Says Jokes folks. I bought a lot of joke books. The only ones I use are theirs, because the other ones I open it in the bookstore. Oh, this is kind of funny. I get home, they're all garbage. Those ones, gold, Jerry, gold, Jerry. If you're a Seinfeld fan, you might get that. And I want to tell your jokes. I really do. I would love to tell your jokes. Why don't you send me a joke or 2 or 10 or whatever you want to jokes@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. And if I tell your jokes, you better believe I'm going to thank you for your jokes, my friends. That's what I do. I tell a joke, I thank the person for their joke. I don't like stealing jokes because I've had a really good joke of mine stolen a long time ago, and it still lives in that thief's repertoire. Actually, that person's a really funny comedian, and I have a feeling that they didn't even know that the joke was stolen. Probably one of those things you hear and it gets in the back of your conscience. You don't know where it came from. Anyways, I'm not going to go into that. I will give you credit for your jokes, my friends, if I use them. And you want to do something real neat, if you've got time, and if you feel like doing it, why don't you record yourself telling a joke? That's right, pick up your phone, record a video or an audio clip of you telling a joke, send that to that same place, jokes@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com, and if I use your joke, well, you'll know if I use your joke in that one, because it's going to be you telling the joke. Come on, folks, that would be awesome. One of these days, maybe you'll come in here, you'll click play on the video, I'll go through all that stuff, we'll get to the bad jokes, I'll introduce them, and there you are telling a joke to the world. Let's make this happen. All right, folks, couple of favors, real easy ones, kind of altruistic. Do me a favor if you can. No, always have the opportunity for this, but if you do have the opportunity, try to make somebody laugh today. You're going to make their day better. Now, second favor is along those same lines. You are as important as anyone else. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to laugh. Please find something that makes you laugh today, my friends. And if it's particularly funny, why don't you send it to us? Why don't you post it to the group and tag me in it and say, Lee, this is what made me laugh, or whatever words you want to use. But tag me in it. There's a real good chance I'll use it as one of our featured posts tomorrow. All right, folks. Still haven't made a new commercial, but I'm still going to play that old commercial. I really do hope you check out our store, my friends. We've got such great products, and any purchase is going to help us out. It really is. I mean, I'm kind of broke. I do this for fun, but I sure would love to be able to make a living at it. But that's not the point of it. We're here for the funny, not the money. But at the same time, if you check out our store, I'm sure you might find something you like there. And I would love it if you'd show us how you represent if you do purchase anything from us. We've got the coffee cups, we've got the t-shirts. But I'm going to stop talking about it. I'm going to run the ad. I'm going to come back. I'm going to tell you how wonderful you are. We're going to celebrate 800,000 one more time, and then we're going to wrap it all up. All right, folks, really quick. We have a great store where we've got these fantastic coffee cups. We've got hoodies. We got shirts. Heck, we got shirts. Look at this. We got shirts. This is my 3/4 sleeve rock shirt, like they call it. Why do I call it that? Because it reminds me of concert shirts that I used to get when I go to concerts. I still get them. I still go to concerts. That's what this reminds me of. We got shirts, we got hoodies, we got a regular t-shirt. I'm going to bring that up right now. You can see all three of them right there, my friends. They look great. They're great quality, and they're going to look good on you because you're already a gorgeous looking person. Gorgeous looking person, great design. Wow, unstoppable. Told you I got a coffee cup. I also got a 25-ounce to-go cup. Really good quality cup. Keep your hot beverages hot, your cold beverages cold, and look good and represent the group at the same time. What else do I have? Oh my gosh, my friends, you're not going to believe this. I got a tote bag. I'm sorry, I sound like an idiot. I got this great tote bag. That's Rose Glad there with her tote bag saying not only is it good for groceries, it's good for books. And as you can see right there, it's great for hauling around your rubber chickens. Thank you, Rose. That rocks, and you rock, Rose. Folks, check out our store. We got a lot of cool stuff there, and I'm sure there's going to be something there for you. And if you buy one of our shirts or our hoodie or one of those coffee cups, or we have a phone case, we've got stickers, let's see how you represent, my friends. So visit the store at store.wellithoughtitwas.com. This is a pretty crappy ad. I know that. I know 100% that it's a crappy ad. But like I said, I am proud of the products that are in there. They are great. If people see you in that shirt, people stop you and they ask you about it. And I've had quite a few people scan the QR code that's on the shirt and join the group. It's pretty amazing. This is the wrap up. It really is. But you know, the most important thing is you. You have made us funny and you've made us huge. 800,000. Take a look. We'll do it one more time. It's some fireworks. 800,000 members, my friends. Plus, more than that. That happened in the middle of the night. And that's 800,000 members in one group. We have a second group with another 1,400 plus members. It's beautiful. And you make me so proud that something that I've created, you folks decided it's worthwhile. It's a worthwhile place to visit. It's a worthwhile place to share your funny stuff. And it's a worthwhile place to find your funny stuff. Thank you for that. Thanks for making us awesome. Thanks for making us, what are we? Funniest city on the internet, my friends. Population us. Funny people in a funny place, making people laugh. What an amazing number. What an amazing ride we've had so far. It's been bumpy. We've lost the group for a couple of months when the group was stolen due to my stupidity. And then we had the group suspended. Well, like last week was suspended for, a couple of hours. I've had my main account suspended due to stuff with the group. And not stuff that I'm doing bad. It's always got to do with bad comments that we haven't had a chance to delete, you know? Stuff like that. But it's been worthwhile, and I hope we hit 1 million. I really do. But even if we don't hit 1 million, we are the funniest, and we are the best group in the world, if you ask me. I mean, I haven't been to every group, of course, but in my opinion, and I'm definitely biased, 100% biased. We're the best. We are the best, and we're only the best because of you, my friends. You know I'm going to be here again tomorrow, and I really hope you're going to be here again tomorrow too. I hope you're here every day, folks. I really do. This is why I do these videos. This is why I tell those jokes. I want to say thank you to you. The whole thing is about saying thank you to you for being here. I'm a happy person because of you folks, and of course my beautiful, wonderful wife, you know, I've got a pretty good life, and you folks make that life better because you make me laugh every day. We're going to see you again tomorrow, my friends. All the love.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.